गणपतिगं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पतः न शृण्वन्नोतिभिस्सीदसादनम्। ॐ श्री महागणपतये नमः। सरस्वत्यै नमो नित्यं। भद्रकाले नमो नमः। वेद वेदांत वेदांग विद्यास्थानेभ्यः च। ॐ नमः प्रणवार्थाय शुद्धज्ञानैकमूर्तये निर्मलाय प्रशान्ताय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। यो गुरु स शिवः प्रोक्तः यः शिवः स गुरु स्मृतः। विकल्पं यस्तु कुर्वीत स नरो गुरुतः। सच्चिदानन्दरूपाय विश्वोत्पत्त्यादिहेतवे तापत्रय विनाशाय कृष्णाय वयं नमः। श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नमः। यं प्रव्रजन्तम् अनुपेतम् अपेतकृत्यं द्वैपायनो विरहकातराजुहाव। पुत्रेति तन्मयतया तर्वोऽभिनेदो तं सर्वभूतहृदयं मुनिमानतोऽस्मि। यस्वानुभावमखिलश्रुतिसारमेकम् अध्यात्मदीपम् अतितितीर्षतान्तमोन्धं संसारिणां करुणया आह पुराणगुह्यं तं व्याससूनुमुपयामि गुरुमुनीनां। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकीनन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। नमः पङ्कजनाभाय नमः पङ्कजमालिने नमः पङ्कजनेत्राय नमस्ते पङ्कजाङ्घ्रे। नमो किञ्चनवित्ताय निवृत्तगुणवृत्तये आत्मारामाय शान्ताय कैवल्यपतये नमः। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय हरे परमात्मने प्रणतक्लेशनाशाय गोविन्दाय गोविन्दाय नमः। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे। हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे। हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा। हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा। बोलो भाई हरे मुरारे, हरे मुरारे, हरे मुरारे, हरे मुरारे, मुरारे हरे मुरारे, श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे, हरे मुरारे, हरे मुरारे, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव, श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव, श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव, एवं श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव, श्री कृष्ण गोविंद, श्री कृष्ण गोविंद, श्री कृष्ण गोविंद, श्री कृष्ण गोविंद, श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव, बोलो भाई हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव, श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे, कृष्ण गोविंद, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव, श्री कृष्ण गोविंद, 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 श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव, 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 श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव, वासुदेव, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव, नारायण वासुदेव, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव, हे नाथ नाम Shri Krishna Govinda, Shri Krishna Govinda, the Shri Krishna Govinda, 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 Shri Krishna Govinda. बोलिए श्री कृष्ण चंद्र भगवान की, श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। नमः पार्वती पते, हर हर हरि ओम। We had seen yesterday 29th verse, although I have to see the word of Bodhatma. See the avatar, like the Jeev with the conditioning of avidya takes the body. Similarly, the Ishwar with the conditioning of Maya takes another body. But that body of Ishwar is different than the Jeev body. Bhagavan says, Janma karma chame divyam. Evam yo vetti tattvata. And that avatar body has numberless prayojan. What is the prayojan? You see, satvopapannani sukhavani satam abhadrani mohukhalanam. There is a capacity, like there is an outside space is there. But with the conditioning of this wall, that same space is called hall. Hall is not the name of wall. And hall is not the name of total space also. The same space with the conditioning of wall is called hall. And same space with the conditioning of this boundary of this glass is called glass. All this space has not changed. So without changing, the same God is called now Bhagavan with form. And this is the Divyata. That the body is not because of fruit of action, and body is not going to produce any fruit of action. Jeev's body is because of fruit of action, and it is going to produce fruit of action. Jeev lives because of compulsion. Ishwar comes because of Leela. I told yesterday, Jeev falls, Ishwar descends. If you remember. A lot of points are there. That is not the main point I just wanted to tell. एक अनीह अरूप अनामा अज सच्चिदानंद परधामा व्यापक विश्वरूप भगवाना सो धरिदे चरित कृत नाना सो केवल भगतन हितलागी हे भगतन हितलागी प्रणत कृपाल परम अनुलागी जे करना करि कीन न कहो. तो एक अनीह अरूप अनामा, he can take anybody. So, yuga yuga means if without time, it with time. It can give darshan to anybody. That is also one avatar. For individual, he can live for a long time. But without avatar, you cannot be satisfied in the life. Because eyes needs its satisfaction, ear needs satisfaction. I want to see something very permanent. Akshanvatam phalamidam param vidama sakhya pashun anunivesh vaktram vrijesu sutayoro. In Meadow Geet it comes Akshanvatam phalamidam param vidama. This is the biggest fruit of eyes, is to see the faces of Balramji and Krishna. So the mind cannot be satisfied unless it gets the object of love. And that love should not be worldly. It should not be fleeting. I want to love someone who is permanent. Think. You don't want to love somebody who is temporary. Although I always wonder when they marry, if supposing it is very clear in the mind of the husband that she will be with me for 25 years only. I don't know how that husband will think. Or wife thinks she will be there only for 40 years. With whom I love a lot, I want he should not leave me at all. Number one, whom I love, I want that he should be powerful. We don't want to love a weak person. Number three, you can remember, whom I love, I want that he should be intelligent. He should not be totally foolish person. Because if any foolish person is there, he will do so many mistakes around you, you will get very irritated. If two foolish are there, it is fine, they both irritate. But if one is intelligent and one is totally foolish, every step he'll create a problem. So, you don't want to love someone very foolish. This is the third point. Fourth point is, you want to love someone who is not hiding something. He should be transparent. Fifth point is, you want to love someone who when I need some support, he should help me out. I should not have to help him all the time. I don't want to love somebody helpless. I'll be all the time helping him only. I want to love someone who is all the time happy. He should not be all the time sad. I don't want to love someone who is an angry person. I want to love someone who is not angry. I want to love someone who will be accompanying me in the next birth also. In the same form, should not change his form. Supposing I meet you in the next birth with another form, you won't accept it. Other form is there. You'll accept? You cannot accept. So I want to love someone whose form also does not change. The next birth is same. I want to love someone who can protect me, who can guide me, who can inspire me everywhere. I want to love someone who is a little good looking also. I want to love someone who will not grow very old. I want to love someone who has various qualities like compassion, dispassion. I want to love someone who, knowing my negativity, should not leave me. Supposing he knows how bad I am, still he should not leave me. You should tolerate me and my nonsense. And think, and this is, who can fulfill this condition other than God? Imagine, human being cannot love. ये तो बीच में ही चला जाएगा, कब ना टपक के यहाँ टपके वहाँ टपक गए. ये तो अवतार का है, कौन है? People are there with you because they have the fruit of action is there. Once the fruit is over, they don't know where they will go and where you will go. They will not wait for you. And avatar is required to personalize that God. I want that God should be for me, should be related to me. That is the purpose I explained yesterday. That if I am asking him to be there, he should feel very personal, and this will be said. What is said here? See, there is one word has come. See, Bibharshi Rupani Avabodhatma. Just let me touch upon that. 29 shlok. And I told that Atma word I'll explain. So Atma already you heard. Yaccha apnoti, yaccha adatte, yaccha attiya vishyaniya, yaccha asya santato bhava sa atma iti katyate. That Atma, there are two, I'm not going to detail, but know that which pervades. Atatattvat Atma. Atatattvat. Then Pramatrutvat. Little Sanskrit, you know. One word is called Pramata. Pramata is pulling or striling? Pramata. Pulling. Pramata is pulling. And Mata is striling. But if you remove pra from Pramata, that is pulling. So Mata is pulling also and Mata is striling also. When Mata will be striling, Mata, decline karo, Mata, Mataram, Matara, then Mataram, Mataram. So Mata as striling will be declining as Mataram, and as pulling will be declining as Mataram. Mataram. Striling it will be Mataram. So Mataram means that Sarvajñatvat. Well, I don't know what you're talking. Vande Mataram? No. So that is called Mataram means it is Sarvajña. So see, the word for Bhagavan is Avabodhatma. He takes lot of forms. So that Atma can become anything with the conditioning. इसको ध्यान देना. If Bhagavan cannot become something, then he is limited by his capacity to becoming is not there. Then Maya Shakti can't do everything. He can become animal, he can become man, he can become child, he can become a stone, he can give anything. Hari Anant Hari, he can become old man. So Tulsidas ji, when he had darshan of Hanumanji first, he was in the form of a leper. Hanumanji had become leper at that time. And nobody was going near to him also, because leper is very contagious disease. But one bhoot had, after morning ablutions, he used to put the water in some plant or tree. And then one day this Pret got very happy. He said, what you want? He said, I want darshan of Bhagavan Ram. He said, in your katha Hanumanji comes. He said, who is he? He is in leper, he sits at the last. Last row he sits. Everybody was not going near because he was a leper. Hanumanji took the form of a leper also. Leper ban gaya. And then when Tulsidas ji approached him, he said, no, I'm not Hanuman. Don't you see who am I? Ultimately, when he pleaded and offered namaskar, surrendered, then Hanuman ji came in his form. तो भगवान कुछ ही बन जाते हैं. They said when Goswami ji was in a childhood, so there was nobody to feed him, so Parvati used to come in one lady's form and feed him and then go away. ये था देवी कुछ ही बन गई. I have known where Devi ji comes in the Sharda Devi is there in Mayar. It so happened one old lady came and said, don't come here, this is the temple of the god. Here something she said, old lady with the white hair, and she disappeared. वो शारदा देवी हो गई. बाद में पता लगा she was शारदा देवी. So kaun aayega, you cannot say that. Bhagavan can take avatar for you if you are. He can become anything to give you joy. Like if you love somebody, you can do anything to give him joy. Similarly, Bhagavan also to give joy, sukha vahani, he can also take a form. Why isme kya? What is surprising about that? What is surprising? Bhagwan Ram came to Tulsidas ji in Chitrakoot. On the way he was going from Banaras to Chitrakoot. Bhagwan Ram and Lakshman were in horses. When one horse Bhagwan Ram was riding, other horse Lakshman ji was riding. He never noticed it because Bhagwan Ram is not a horse person. He never rode on horse. But next time, in the morning time, he came as the one asking for chandan from Tulsidas ji. And he said, Baba, chandan do. And the moment Tulsidas ji saw, he saw Navakanjalochana kanjamukakar kanjapad kanjarunam. You could make. And Hanumanji was in the form of a parrot on the top of a tree. That Tulsidas Ghat is there still in Chitrakoot, where this darshan was given. And then he said, Chitrakoot ke ghat par bhai santan ki bhid. You heard? वो भी भगवान के आगे. So by the time Goswami ji put chandan on his forehead, so after that Ramji also put chandan on him. But Goswami ji went into bhava samadhi. भगवान तो आते हैं, फॉर्म लेके भी आते हैं. भगवान कैन कम इन ड्रीम, भगवान कैन कम इन वेकिंग ऑल्सो. उसमें क्या है? He can come in your as someone else. One person was there. To him, Bhagwan came in the dream. He said, tomorrow get the food ready. In the lunch I'll come. I'll take lunch. So we got all the food ready and decorated the whole thing. Whole house with flowers and petals. Around 12 o'clock, one cow came. It ate with the flower. Danda leke mara, bhagega. The cow ran away. After that, one old person came. He said, I want food. He said, get out. Today God is coming. After God eats, then I'll take you. Bhaga diya. Bole, chalo, bhag yahan se. After that, other person came, one poor person. He said, please wait outside. Bhagwan did not come. So next dream, Bhagwan again came. He asked Bhagwan, Bhagwan, I prepared so much. He did not come. He said, thrice I came. I was the cow, I was the other Brahmin, I was the old person. You did tiraskar of me. You neglected me. तो भगवान तो किसी रूप में आ सकते हैं. Why are you worrying about it? And भगवान can come in any form. बस बुलाने वाला होना चाहिए. He can come in mind, he can come in your front, in front of your eyes, he can. तो ready आने के लिए. तो उनका काम ही क्या है? Is no work. You have work, you say I can't come, but he can come at any time. But we don't have that faith and that sadhana and that tenacity and that purity to call him everywhere. One who has that, he will become devotee of the God. And this is written, who calls them? Tvayambujaksha kila sattvadhamni samadhina veshit chetasaike tatpadapotena mahatkritena kurvante govats padam bhavabdim. 30th slok, 30th verse. Tvai ambujaksh. Ambujaksh means whose eyes are like lotus. This is one meaning. Other meaning is Ambuja Akshayasya, whose eyes on Radha ji. Ambuja, whose eyes are on Radha ji, Lakshmi ji. Ambuja Akshiniyasya. He's always seeing her only. That is called. If you remember, in Bhagavad Sapta one photograph was there, not this one. And in that Bhagavan Krishna and Radha ji were embracing each other. You don't know whose hand is there where, if you remember. Because they both are one. इधर से कहाँ किसका, you have to find out कौन सा hand है. That photograph, I don't know where is that photograph. It is there. अच्छा. So Ambuja Akshayasya. भगवान की आँख में, भगवान, he is seeing somebody. And third meaning is that who is detached, like Ambuj, like the lotus, his eyes are detached. Tvai, Tvai means in you. Akhil Sattva Dhamni, in you everything is there. Akhil Sattva has three meanings. One is that acme of all goodness is in you. He is the greatest. Daya is there, he is the greatest. Kshama is there. Because every positive thing requires a lot of Sattva. So he has Akhil Sattva Dhamni. इतनी दया है क्या कहने को, इतनी क्षमा है, इतनी कृपा है, इतना यश, इतना ज्ञान है, इतना अहिंसा है. So he has the best of everything, best of all qualities. Therefore he alone is lovable, and his qualities doesn't come down. That someday he was very good, now he is not that good. He was loving me a lot, now he doesn't love. Now he hates me. Not like that. उनके तो हर तरफ ही, everywhere he has the ocean of that. All quality in its acme is there because he is Bhagavan. What Devi Sampatti you talk, acme is there. Itna pyar. When he used to come to Dwarka, straight away he went to the room of his mother and father and put his head at the feet of his mother. ये इतना इनका स्वभाव है. When he was 11 years old and he killed Kans, and after killing Kans he goes to Devki. Devki ran away in the prison because she knew that he is Bhagavan. Then he called his Maya. He said, remove this thought that I am Bhagavan. Let this thought not prevail. And then Bhagavan, then she allowed him to prostrate. And after prostrating, Bhagavan said, Ma, for 11 years I was away from you. Every child wants that, every mother wants that his child should be with him, with her. For this mistake of mine, please forgive me. I beg you. ये भगवान है. If you see his humility, everywhere is there. He picks up the shoes of Draupadi and puts it here. At one place it is written. In Arjun's chariot, he is sitting and down and Arjuna was sitting on the top. And many places Arjun hit him or Arjun's feet hit him. ये तो भगवान है. Still is smiling. Akhil Sattva Dhamni. If he had not forgiven all of us, we won't sit here. He has Kshama. We ourselves are the proof of his compassion. What more is required? Tvai Ambujaksh Akhil Sattva Dhamni. ठीक है, ये भगवान का रूप है भाई. Second meaning was, I didn't say. Second meaning was, Akhil Sattva Dhamni, not that. Akhil Sattva Dhamni. Second meaning was one who has dominance of Sattva Gun in him. Sattvic is there. And third meaning was, or is, Sattva means beings. All beings are in him. ये भगवान का वर्णन है. Three meanings are there. Tvai Ambujaksh Akhil Sattva Dhamni. In you. Tvai means in you. और इन 7 केस में भगवान का रूप है. देखो He washes the feet of all the saints in Agra Puja. He is the one who washes the feet. He is the one who walks behind Yudhishthir ji. हर चीज में उनकी there is a best of everything is there. समाधिना आवेशित चेत सैके. एक के मतलब some rare person, not everybody. See the word एके. समाधिना आवेशित चेतसा. By samadhi means by dharana. They put the mind on such a God. They put the mind. Who? Who puts the mind? Huh? Who? Eke, some saints are there. Somebody is there who put their mind in that God. Not everybody can put the mind in God also. भगवान के बारे में सोचने के लिए you should have lot of love for him. Then you can meditate on Lord. Then you can think about Lord for a long time. Samadhina. Deshbandha chittasya dharana. So dharana they did. They thought my mind will not go. They trained their mind that my mind will not go apart from the Shri Vigraha of Bhagavan Krishna, apart from the body of Bhagavan Krishna. ऐसा सोचा उन्होंने समाधिना. अच्छा, उससे क्या हुआ? They got the love also. When you think about Lord, then only you can develop more attachment with Him. Otherwise, you will not get. सोचो जरा सा, फिर से सोचो. Again and again think. Till the thought becomes very intense. Keep on thinking. Whole sadhana is to make one thought intense of the Lord or of the self, either. So what they do? Tvatpad potena mahatkritena kurvanti govatsa padam bhavabdim. Saw that? So they have made one boat. These saints, mahatkritena, mahat means great people, have made one. They are the maker of a boat. What boat is there? Pad potena. Feet. They have made of the boat of the feet of God. Means those who contemplate on the feet of God, they will get moksha. Kurvanti govats padam bhavabdim. Govats means hoof of the cow. This big ocean which is there, it becomes as small as the hoof of the cow. Govatspad. ठीक है, ये भाई उन्होंने बनाया है. How? Because they describe the glories of the God. Supposing if Bhagavat was not there, Bhagavat can be written only by a saint like Vyas ji or Shukdev ji. If Dongri ji had not described this, these people had not described, everything becomes very difficult. If it becomes so difficult to understand these things, but still you can understand that. Still it's not that difficult. You can understand. In villages still you can see Bhagavat is going on somewhere in some place and they are chanting something. Some Lord Krishna's story is there. Swayam samuttirya sudustaram dyuman Mahardavam bhimam adabraso hradaha bhavat padam buruha navamatra te nidhaya yata sadanagraho bhavan. Mil gaya? Next slok is there. What they do? Swayam samuttirya. They cross this ocean. Swayam, having crossed this ocean. How is this ocean? Sudustaram, Dyuman. Dyuman means one who emanates light. Well lit. चारों तरफ भगवान के light ही light. Therefore in the dark when he used to go to steal, he was caught. because light is there in him. Especially this Kaustubh Mani has a light. So they say something is there, he has come again. वो छिप नहीं सकता. A very bright person cannot be hidden. Swayam samuttirya sudustaram bhavarnavam. So difficult this motion of transmigration. Why? So much karma we have done. So much sanchit karma is there. So big prarabdha is there. Kriti mahodadau patana karanam phalam shashvatam gati nirodha. And which chapter? Which chapter? Huh? Where? Acha. So, tat padupotena. No, I'm not surprised if somebody gives a chapter also. I'm not surprised. So, that padupotena mahatkritena swayam samuttirya sudustaram duman bhavarnavam भीमम. बहुत बड़ा संसार है, कोई आसान है क्रॉस करना. Sometime to come for one satsang one day is a challenge. To sit for 1 hour for jap is a challenge. You sit for 1 hour. 1 hour continuously you sit and do jap. Not that easy. Without any external prop and support. There is no teacher, nothing. And you do it by yourself. You don't have to report anything. You don't have to write anything. It's सब आसान है. To get up early in the morning, it's a challenge. ये रास्ता तो difficult हो गया because we have so much of रजोगुण, तमोगुण, क्रोध, काम, अहंकार, लोभ, greed. One vritti is like a big ocean to cross. कोई इस बच्चों का खेल नहीं है ये सब. One vritti, Duryodhana had only one vritti. He was not a kami person. Duryodhana had a good character. His only weakness was his ahankar, and lobh was too strong. Beyond a proportion his ahankar was there. He couldn't see that somebody is praised in front of me. This is the nature of ahankar. Anybody. Even his father, nobody could praise in front of him. He was so much ahankar. एक वृत्ति से ये दुर्दशा हो गई. Karna had everything except one vritti. He became a competitor of Arjun. If he had accepted Arjun, it would have been better. One vritti they had wrong, and that made their life a hell. Ravan had a strong, calm vritti in him. Everything was good about him. These characters are very illustrative. Kekai had only mamta vritti and jealousy with Kaushalya ji because her son was Ram ji. एक एक वृत्ति से सब मारे गए. One vritti takes you very far away. Oh my God. Day and night passes. Today is 20th. No? 20th July. One day you will feel 31st December has come. Just see how the time is running. You say that my age has increased. Actually, your age has decreased every day. Out of this much day, what you had today, only this much days are remaining. After that, this much day is remaining. In your day quantity, every day or day are lessening. And our work is same, mind does not change. एक आसान है सब. गहरा सागर टूटी नहीं है. मेडिटेट करके दिखाओ, 1 घंटे बैठ जाओ. यू शो मी इफ यू कैन सिट व्हेन मेडिटेटिंग. सगुण पे कर लो, निर्गुण पे कर लो. डू ऑन सगुण, बस 1 घंटे ऐसे बैठे रहो. एंड नोबडी हैज आस्क्ड यू. No, from outside nobody is seeing, nobody has asked you. Just meditate. Your reality is what nobody knows about you. What you do without asking, that is your real nature. And nobody, you have to show it. And then you do that, कुछ दिखाना नहीं किसी को हमको, ये तो बहुत डिफिकल्ट एरिया है. So many fruits of actions are there. So many births are there, deaths are there. Jara janma dukkha gata tapyamanam prabho pahiyapan namami shambho. दुष्कर्म नहीं है ये. Imagine when you will pass away, fortunately. So, on that day, what will be the state of your mind? Will it be very quiet, or all our anger will go away on that day? Or all our passion will go, all irritation will go, all tamoguna will go on that day? How much progress we can make considering the progress that you have seen in last 20, 30 years? From that you can make the rate of progress. क्यों भाई? Kaushik is not quite thinking. Huh? कितना कर लोगे आप? How much will you change next 20, 25, 30 years? Therefore, Shankaracharya at one place in Gita Bhashya says, Kinchit kinchit samskaram prati janma upadharya. Little samskar gains of the spiritual life, and therefore time takes in the rebirth, in the moksha. Kinchit. Little only I will change. It's very difficult to change. Plus, we have lot of other engagements. We are not so much dedicated to it also. Therefore, time takes more. Swayam samuttirya sudustaram dyuman bhavardamam. ये आसान एरिया थोड़े ना. स्पिरिचुअल लाइफ इज वेरी डिफिकल्ट एरिया, बिकॉज आवर नेचर you have to sublimate your own nature. You are very lonely there. Nobody will help you at that time. There is no one inside your heart. Mother can set the table, she can set the food, she can set the clothes, but can't set the mind and can't take the vasanas and samskar. That is a difficult thing to tackle. And day after day, night after night passes fat, as if time is running fast and we are not able to catch that. Dinyaminyau sayam prata shishir basantau punarayata kala kridati gachatyayu tadapi namunchati ashavayu bhaj govindam govindam bhaj mudhamate. ये आसान है क्या? I was at some place, and one person was on his, not deathbed, almost 92-year-old. I was 27. And he was a very big businessman. And while on the bed, he couldn't get up. So he was very happy to see me. You know what he asked? Please tell me how to take Lord's name. Now what shall I say? How to take Lord's name? How to tell what to take? He said, still I remember my office, my currency, my clients and my customers. They are everything. मतलब पूरी जीवन में ऐसे ही चला. Whole life went away in counting money, in getting this business, that business, building this, that. Life तो ऐसे ही खत्म हो जाती है. I said with the mala, he said, but I don't feel like chanting. क्या बोले आप? He said, I don't feel like chanting, but I want to chant. But there is no feeling, neither there is any desire in me. But I get very bored. In my mind something else goes on. What to say now? हमने कहा भाई ठीक है, कैसेट लगा लो, सीडी वगैरह, पुट समथिंग एंड हियर समथिंग। ऐसा ही होता है। होल लाइफ, टू अर्ली फॉर नेक्स्ट लाइफ, टू लेट फॉर दिस लाइफ, नाउ यू लीव इट। क्या करा जाए भाई, कोई जादू नहीं होगा। ये तो जो लोग लगे रहते हैं भगवान की कृपा से, जो संतों के साथ रहते हैं, those who live with the saints and those who hear satsang, those who continue changing their vasana sanskar. Once I went to one saint, before I was brahmachari, he said, see, there is no guarantee that next birth human being will be there. Another fruit may come up. Don't think that human being may be there. I said, okay, what shall we do to at least ensure that human birth is there? It is only one thing you can do. Do lot of satsang and do lot of japa, because satsang is possible only in you. A strong desire of satsang will ensure that you are born as a human being. ऐसी सी बात सुनते रहते। So Bhavarnavam, therefore who will take your cross? And Bhimam, बहुत बड़ा है, बहुत बड़ा है, बहुत बड़ा है। Supposing, so, and if you see the mind, and you see the day when you started your sadhana, when you came in the ashram life, or when you started listening to satsang, and you see it today. I will be repeating, don't say such things. When you came in the ashram, 10 years, 12 years back, or 25 years back, as the case may be, or 5 years back, and today you see. I ask you one honest question. You need not reply to me, reply to your heart. Has the mind become better, much better, same, or worst? I'm not asking you. Will you ask? Sometimes you wonder कि कुछ तो mind में कुछ change ही नहीं आया हमारे. What change has come? Maybe I was better earlier. Sometimes you wonder, no, some little changes. In spite of listening so much, I mean, those who live in ashram life, almost every day satsangs are there. So, matlab, the person has listened, exposed his mind. If one day he listens for 1 hour also, or 2 hours, 1 or 2 hours, so in 1 year he has heard for 600 hours or talked. In 10 years he has heard, listened for 6,000, 7,000 hours. Imagine. I mean, 6,000-7,000 hours of thought going in his mind. Still the mind does not melt so easily. क्यों भाई कोई बोली? Nobody is saying anything. You can imagine the depth of the ignorance that is deep rooted in individual. Well, I should leave everything. No, leaving, where will you go? What will you do by leaving? You have to keep on trying more. ऐसा नहीं कि कोई change नहीं आया. It's not that no change comes, but the rate of change is lesser. Put it like that. It is the lesser is there. The change is lesser, as it is not as fast as it should be. Fast. It is not as fast. Swayam samuttirya. And there you need somebody. Supposing somebody has fallen on the floor, anybody can pick you, or you can drag yourself and try to drag, and still you can find out. But if you have fallen in the well, then you really need a help. Here it is said, because we have fallen in the well of the sansar, we need adabra saurda. See, adabra means whose Heart is not Sauhrid. Hrid means heart. Som is beautiful. Who has a beautiful heart? And Adabra means? Dabra means Alp. Dabra means Alp. Where this word has come? Which Upanishad? Kenopnishad. Yadi manya sesu vediti dabra miva binonam tam veta brahmana rupam. Second part. So, Dabra word. So, Analp Saurada, whose goodness is not small. Upkartum priyam vaktum kartum sneham akritram sajjananam svabhavoyam kenendu Shri kritaha. Upkartum, who are always doing upkar. Priyam vaktum, who speak very sweetly. Kartum sneham akritram, whose love is not artificial. This is the nature of wise person. It is their nature. Sajjananam svabhavoyam, who has made the moon cool. It is cool by nature only. In log hain, they cross and they make others cross also. It is their praise. They cross and they made others cross also. They find a way for me also, for you also. Okay? And for them Bhagavan says, Aham bhakta paradhina ya swatantra eva dvijaha sadhu birghrasta hridayaha bhaktai bhakta janapriyaha. This you know who says? Bhagavan Vishnu says to Ambarish, to Durvasa. Aham bhakta paradhina. I am under them. तो उन्होंने इतने टेक्स्ट लिख दिया. Imagine 1000 years back there was no Tulsi Ramayana. Imagine. The Bhagavat was almost hidden. So much hidden that Shankaracharya Bhagavan had never quoted from Bhagavat. Imagine that. Hardly there is any quotation you will find he is telling you from Bhagavat. Very surprising. It was not that popular at that time. What happened? And at that time Bhagavat has to be there. And imagine a time where Shankaracharya was not there, Bhagavan, and there was no commentaries available. Only the Moolam was there, only the main text was there. Kaisa hoga wo log? How that log would be there? And no printed material was there. There was a leaf, that leaf was there, which was rarely available. And rarely available to the people who were to teach it. You have to go to the forest and go to the mountain Himalayas, then only you can have it. क्यों? उनका योगदान देखो आप. What is their big contribution? Today you are having Bhagavat and Ramayana in your hands, thousands of kilometers away from India also. And you are keeping it nicely. Adabra Sahradaha. इतना सौहार्द होगा उनका. उनको पता नहीं है. You what book you are seeing, you don't know how hard it is to translate all this thing. And each word, when I see the translation, it is so rightly translated, I cannot tell you. They don't miss a single word, and nicely they put the meaning in comma, in bracket if something is there. It is amazing. And each shlok they have translated of each Purana. Not to say of only Bhagavat. And at that time, around 60 years back, it was our voluntary work in Gita Press. Swami Abhedananda worked there. So voluntary work was there. And he was in Grahastha Ashram, so he had a daughter. Her name was Kamala. So she had to be married, and he had no money. He was Shantanu. So now the people from Gorakhpur went to some boy and they said the marriage and said, we will take care of that. इतने निष्प्रही थे इन लोग. इनके उनका contribution. महाभारत पूरी translate किया. Whole Mahabharata has been translated. All Puranas have been translated. And there used to be block printing earlier. There was something called block printing. They used to check, each word was to be checked before it was put in the block. Very tedious work. And for 1,000, after 5,000 years, you are having this Bhagavat was told 5,000 years back, and that is retained. And through and such a big things, through the Shruti only. You are reading Upanishads. Dhanya bhai. What a tradition they have made. And they have not written who has written. You will not find it that who was the one who consolidated it also. There is nobody to say that I did it. Pranam unko. Namaskar to such great lineage of great scholars and saints and Mahatmas who had sacrificed. And at the Muslim time, many libraries were burnt, many books were burnt. After that also they reproduce it. Even if it was burnt, they say, at least I'll reproduce it now. I remember that. I know people who know whole Bhagavad by heart. There was one Mahatma, Brahman was there in Varanasi. He used to go on Krishna's temple. There he used to recite Bhagavad every day, 1 hour, 2 hours. And those people used to give him 1-2 paisa. That was only earning he had. This much they knew it, and he never saw the book also. He knew whole Bhagavad. Imagine, यहाँ तो एक श्लोक याद करने वाला तो याद है. Yesterday it was remembered, today I forgot. Today I forgot what was that? Ananya cheta satatam yo mam smarati nityashah deshabhyuktanam yogakshemam vahami. पता नहीं कहीं जोड़ दिया. Yogakshemam vahami aham. But how can you believe Ananya is coming to both places? Both are different Ananya. Maring tumko. There Ananya Chintayante is there. Here Ananya Chitta is there. Oh my God. कितना उनको याद होगा, धारणा शक्ति देखो उनकी आप. We take everything for granted. And therefore Guru Purnima is there to acknowledge all those saints. परंपरा is there, तब हमारे पास आई ये किताब आई है. It's not that easy. Many have worked on that, thought about that, broke their head on this each and every verse. Swayam samuttirya sudustaram dyuman bhavarnamam. And then we go to the Guru and we express our pain to the Guru. Bole Guru, हमसे तो होगा नहीं, हमसे तो होगा नहीं, हम इतना मुश्किल है. And that Guru says, अरे who said you हो जाएगा, हो जाएगा. Who said you नहीं होगा? बिल्कुल हो. You can definitely do it. Continue. बोले but I am not changing. अरे you would change. Some room is very dirty, so it appears after a few strokes it is not clean. It is clean. One person went to one Mahatma. Yeah, he said, Swami, there is no benefit of doing any job. No benefit. You have asked me to do 20 mala jap every day. And I have been doing also. It is so boring to do jap. So Mahatma said, which mala you use? He said, this. He took the mala, he said, now get out. From today, I am giving you instruction. Don't do the jap. Because you don't like it. You get bored in it. And now I give you the mala, so mala I am taking back, and I am instructing you should not do the jap now. Get out. Go. I have freed you from your jap. That person started crying. He said, please don't ask me. I can leave everything but not my jap. He said, but you only said it is very boring. You only said it is not charming. He said, your crying tells that you had so much of love for jap that if you cannot do it, you feel so emotional about it. Are you getting my point? And some day was there, you were not doing jap. So you have developed love for jap. ऐसे लोग महात्मा इनकरेज करते हैं. Then he said, बेटा इधर आओ, ऐसा नहीं सोचना, बस have निष्ठा in jap. One day this jap will take you across. ऐसे आशा आ जाती है. A day was there, you were not doing any satsang in the evening, and evening was somewhere, maybe in the house, watching something TV, etc. And the day comes, every evening your mind demands for something. बोले सत्संग सुनो भाई. हमारा तो ऐसे ही जाता है. If I am not talking, either I listen something, some bhajan or some kirtan or some talk, or I'll meditate. ये थोड़ी ना गपशप हो. Is it not that our mind has changed? Same you who you are living in the same house. And now I ask you to live in the same house where you are living. I tell you, you can't live for 2-3 days also. You'll run away. And nobody is saying yes. At least those who are regularly listening. I'm not saying for everybody is risky. I'm not saying for Anandji. But I can tell for Sierra, she wants to come back. Hai? You want to come back here? Huh? When you go back, home jati hu, there she does puja etc. and comes back. वो नहीं cooperate करेगा mind आपका. It's a different environment here, what you get here. वो क्या घर में बात करें, बोले फूफा जी came, he didn't bring any fruit. I asked him to get some nachi and he did not give any nachi. But this is the talk, and you will keep on listening like that. Only that person knew he doesn't have any dressing sense. See what kind of dress she was putting on. I don't like that dress. And she was eating so much of samosas. This is there. And why you are bothering about that? Who bothers about that? And you with patiently you will listen all these things. Because if you don't listen, they'll say, see, you have no love. You have totally changed. What has happened to you? This is not the normal way of living, as you are living. So you pretend to be very interested. Oh, acha, acha. You know, if you come here, you develop acting skills. You develop act. Oh, acha. And inside you are saying, this foolish person unnecessarily is talking on that. Let us eat this, let us go out to eat. Then you feel, again go out. Oh, this is my satsang time. Let's go out. Let's go out and have something. Let's all again. And they're ordering, talking all foolish things. You get so tired in 5 minutes only. 10 minutes is too much to tolerate. There you see how much you have grown. And this is because of the Mahatmas who have worked on my mind. And therefore, here Shukdev ji says, Adabra Saurdaha, their good feelings never end. Their good feeling, their upkar bhavana never ends. They said, still you can do that. Chalte raho. Kabhi pahunch jaoge. And I am telling you because myself, I have seen Mahatmas telling this to me when I was 19-18-year-old. They used to tell me, you can go ahead. Who said you cannot go ahead? Come on. I said, can I understand Vedanta? Very well. Your Vedanta is excellent. Come on. I didn't know. Time was there, Upanishads, etc. was difficult. Didn't know. But he said, no, very good. You can go. I said, really? Yes. Come on, study. Go. Give your life. But koi humko jab aisa kahin se, we all need some push from time to time, some encouragement from push. Some loving pat, like the small child is there, even when he falls, even if he walks 2 steps, so everybody, "Arey, wow, very good, you walked 2 steps. What achievement." Mother, father know that it is difficult for him to walk, at least he walked. Acha, tumne, Swami ji, I do every day 2 malas I do. 2 malas? Very good. Continue doing 2 malas. Is it good? Yes, thank you so much. I'm doing very hard. It takes a lot of time to take 2 mala. How long? 15 minutes. So, acha, 15 minutes? Yes, every day. I don't miss 15 minutes mala. Acha? Yes. Never I miss. I'm getting up early also. What time? 7 o'clock. So, but earlier 9:30 I was getting up. It is early for me. Early is a relative word. Somebody was having a party, when they have passed in the exam. 200 people he had called. And lot of fanfare, very happy. I said, this party is because, but I have passed. I said, what is the percent? He said, 44. I said, party and percentage should match. So, such a low percentage, and you are throwing such a big party. He said, please think where I was. I was 2-3 years I was failing, 20%, 24%, 29% last time. Consider my state. I said, yes, very good party. दया आ गई. हमने कहा ठीक है, that's not right. Sorry, I take my words back. So when I was going to Mahatma, अच्छा अरे वाह वाह तुम आ गए, इतने young age में तुम आ गए हो. So young age you have come in this path. Oh, very good, very good. ऐसे encouragement देते हैं. Very good, वाह वाह वाह. And you know, I went to somebody's house in Bombay. I'll not tell his name. And he started showing his letter of Gurudev. And in his letter, Gurudev praised me. Imagine my head. He said, I'll show you something good. I didn't ask that letter. He said, see, and Gurudev has praised about you. What you said, I won't tell you. But I read it. I said, you encourage करते हैं हमको, हम लोग कहाँ हैं? Then Gurudev will say, wow, what a good work you are doing. Oh, what a nice you know about this subject. वो तो हमको बोलते रहते हैं. ये तो अच्छा. हाँ, once I went to one Mahatma. I was not a brahmachari. I said, please sign on a book. And 2 words he wrote that give, you know what he wrote? Go ahead. It shook me from inside. Go ahead, I understood that you have to move forward now. So, adabra sauradaha. You thrive off because of the love of somebody. If you don't have a love of Mahatma, you cannot experience God. God is not in the books. God is in the Mahatma's heart and in his words and in his eyes. Then only we can experience God. Otherwise, we will not have an inspiration to walk. Sometimes we lose hope on ourselves. But because the saint has a hope, we try it because his hope I am fulfilling. I have lost hope on myself. But he says, therefore I am continuing. Not that I have a lot of hope on myself. I am a quite hopeless person from my eyes. But still I will continue. ऐसे लोग ही आगे बढ़ते हैं. Am I right? No? हाँ, गिव अप नहीं करना चाहिए. स्वयं समुत्तीर्य सुदुस्तरम, they themselves cross भवारणम. भवत पदाम्बोह रुहनाव मत्र, and they create the nauka, nav of the feet of the Lord. बोले नाम ले लो, यही नौका है तुम्हारी. सत्संगी नौका है, सत्संग करो. बोले हमसे जप नहीं होता, पूजा नहीं होती, बस सत्संग अच्छा लगता, यही करो ना. आई एम नॉट सेइंग डू एनीथिंग, जस्ट कम एंड डू द सत्संग, डोंट वरी. कैन यू सिट ऑन द चेयर? यस, डोंट वरी, सिट ऑन द चेयर. अच्छा, कैन आई ब्रिंग माई पेट? नो. Where to put that? Outside. Outside the gate, outside the ashram. So, don't ask such foolish question. So just satsang pakad lo, sab paar ho jaoge. Satsang pakad lo. There was Swami Govindanand ji is there. So he came to Siddhwadi to do our batch with Guruji's first batch in Siddhwadi. And he couldn't complete. In 9-10 months he left. So he went to Akhandanand. So when I met him, very, very saintly and very noble soul, Mahatma Hengdam. Apna has become old. So I met him. I said, you lived with such a great saint and scholarly. You must have heard a lot. He said, nahi, I hardly heard. I said, then? Well, I was setting his clothes. So Swamiji didn't know. Many times while talking, his clothes used to fall down. His angvastra. Sometimes I was making food for him. Sometimes setting the bed for him. Sometimes I am just walking and talking. And one day I said कि स्वामी जी वो आपने ठीक से समझाया नहीं हमको. वो ठीक समझाएं. What you said, you did not make me understand. स्वामी जी said, बेटा ऐसे नहीं बोलते, ऐसे बोलो. हमें समझ में नहीं आया, हम समझ नहीं पाए आपकी बात, ऐसे बोलते हैं. So he said more instruction was like this. Very less I could hear because I had to do his personal seva. 6-7 years he was there. So Swamiji was very innocent. One day with the toothpaste he started shaving. उनको ख्याल नहीं था कि टूथपेस्ट है. हो भी गई शेविंग. भगवत पदाम, वो तो महात्मा लोग हैं जो कि उत्साह बढ़ाते रहते हैं. यू होल्ड द फीट ऑफ अ महात्मा, यू होल्ड द नेम ऑफ द गॉड, यू होल्ड द सत्संग, यू चैंट समथिंग, सब ठीक हो जाएगा. निधायाता सदनुग्रहो भगवान. दे आर ऑफ द नेचर ऑफ योर अनुग्रह भगवान. दे आर द योर ग्रेस इज मैनिफेस्टेड. Devatas are saying to Bhagavan, in the Garbha Stuti is going on. Only I thought Ramayana is. No, Garbha Stuti is there. So, Nidhayata, Sadanugraho Bhavan. Is it clear ना? आप तो अनुग्रह के रूप है. वो तो हमारे अंदर, we need constantly some hope, some love, some enthusiasm, some move ahead. हो जाएगा. And slowly we go ahead, life, days after days. Somewhere we feel, yes, I should have done more. Guilt comes, then something comes. Then slowly, we also move forward in this yatra of the Jiva. This is the glory of the saints. In the last 2 shlokas, we'll see more tomorrow. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namah. Hari Om.
Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare. Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare. He Nath Narayan Vasudeva. 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 Shri Krishna Govinda, Shri Krishna Govinda.